We are down to the final four in the English Auto LLC Chase for the Championship here tonight for the SARG Super Speedway Truck Series. Tonight, these drivers will tackle the Old Daytona for the fourth race of the Chase for the Championship. Hello, everyone. I am Joshua Medlock with MaxSpeedTV. How is everyone doing tonight? Glad to have everybody out there. It looks like we've got 11 current viewers. Racing Fan 99 in chat. Sprint Racer 24. Logan in the chat as well. Everybody tuning in here. Well, this is going to be an interesting race here tonight. Well, we've got about 16 drivers here currently that have came into the lobby. However, some of them are still trying to connect right now as we are going live just a little bit late. Bring a little comedy in. We'll blame it on Lucas here, as when he set up the lobby, he decided to set it up for the Netherlands, so he had to go in and totally reset it. But hey, we are here with about 7 minutes left here in practice. We're gonna get down to the pre-race and looks here real quick. We have an air temp of 72 degrees, no humidity, a track temp of 96. So yeah, the track is warm here tonight. It is going to be a little slick out there. Let's hope that that track temp goes down and not up. If it goes up, it is going to make it detrimental out there and what we call wrecking loose. So 96 degree track temp, 100 laps here tonight, 250 miles. We're going to tie a window of 55 to 65 laps. Fuel window at about 40 to 45. Pit road speed 60 miles per hour, going from about 190 roughly down to 60. They're going to have to do it in a timely fashion and very, very carefully. As we know, Daytona, the big one, can happen at any moment. And if anybody is, has seen super speedway racing, anything can happen. So we're glad to have everybody out there tuning in. And it looks like Lucas is joining the festivities in chat. So let's get to the final four here tonight. Lucas Cram, Cal Manger, Nick Olson. We'll get to Nick here in just a minute, but Nick Olson, Gavin Jones. This is your final four here tonight. Now, after tonight, 2 more drivers will be eliminated. So the bottom 2, 3rd and 4th, after tonight will be eliminated. And next week, we go to the new Daytona, and it'll be a battle between 2 drivers. The question is, who is it going to be? It's going to be one of these 4, 2 of these 4 right here. Lucas, Kyle, Nick, and Gavin. And, talking about Nick here coming in tonight in a 3rd in points. Man, what an awesome finish Nick Olson had last week to put him into this final 4 here. And I am not seeing, I know he's here, yeah, because I was talking to him earlier. So, Nick, one of those drivers that is really still on the bubble here. So let's see if we can get a word in with him. Nick Olson, Joshua in the MaxSpeedTV booth, got a copy real quick, bud?
What was that, Josh?
That is Clint Spillman. Oh, I thought I brung up Nick, man. Well, Clint, I got you down here. We'll have a word with you, man. And Clint, what do you think about the track tonight here, bud?
Well, it's the setup's pretty loose. I don't know if it's a hot track. Didn't seem like it, but we really can't make abrupt moves. So if someone throws a bad block, it's probably going to be disastrous, which it usually is, but the grip is not there tonight, so it'll be interesting.
So it is a little kind of what we call wrecking loose.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to be easy when you change those lanes. If you try to sling it down there, it's going to be difficult to hang on to it.
All right, Clint. Well, I was trying to get Nick up here. We grabbed you instead, but heck, we'll interview you too. So hey, why not? But hey, final 4 drivers out here tonight, Clint. You're one of the drivers out here that's not in the chase, but you're still out here racing it up with these guys. Talk about what's kind of going through your mind, knowing that there's 4 drivers out here that's going to be battling out for them final 2 spots.
Well, I said it, I think it was a couple weeks ago. I mean, they're here for the championship, but a lot of us felt like we were good enough to maybe make the playoffs. We just didn't have a race go our way. So, I race them the same, but I'm going to be a bit more careful early on. But, like, if I'm pushing a playoff driver, if I'm pushing a non playoff driver, I'm going to give them the same shove. It's all about racing. And, if I help them win, I help them win. But, I'm in it for me when it comes down to that checkered flag.
All righty, Clint. Well, let's get back to it, bud. Good luck down there, and 100 laps here tonight, 250 miles. So, old Daytona. Talk about the bumps real quick, because we know how the old Daytona is.
Yeah, well, it's hard. The old Daytona, or the new Daytona, sorry, you got 3 wide, but here you can go 2 wide, but that top line, it's hard to keep your place, because that thing wants to slide into the wall. You're going to have people weaving in and out, and if someone takes it middle or someone takes it high, you got to make sure those other 2 can hold it, because these bumps, they can upset the car, especially with this setup. It feels like it's really hard to keep it on the bottom. It slides up off exit a bit. So if someone makes it 3 wide, I'd hold on to your seat, because it's going to get wild.
It's going to get wild, yes, indeed, Clint. Well, good luck down there, bud. It's going to be a long, grueling race. Stages tonight, 20, 40, and 100, as always, here for the Super Speedway for Sarge here. So, Clint, good luck down there, buddy.
Thanks. Have a good one, Josh.
You too, man. All right, now let's see if we can get Nick Olson up here. Nick, got a copy, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Well, I tried to drag you up here earlier, and I grabbed the wrong person, so we're going to interview 2 here. So, Nick, man, talk about your win last week to lock you in the Final 4 and what is going on tonight, because, again, Nick, you're kind of on the bubble yet again with Gavin Jones.
Yeah, I'm used to the bubble spot, but last week was great, but it's on to this week now, and just gotta get in the zone and execute.
Well, talk about old Daytona real quick. New Daytona, it's not as bumpy. It's newly paved. The old Daytona, really, really bumpy. And 2 wide racing, 3 wide racing, we've seen it. It can get really, really hairy really quick.
Yeah, you're not kidding. 2 wide is fairly easy around here, but as the run goes on, at the new Daytona, you don't necessarily get loose, but there's more tire wear here, and there's more variables that can come into play. 3 wide is very difficult. It can be done. Don't get me wrong. You'll probably see it tonight, but it's a hell of a lot more difficult than if you're trying to do it at Talladega, certainly Talladega and definitely new Daytona, but I think you guys are in for a show tonight. Whoever gets through is definitely deserving.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Nick, well, let's get back to it, bud. Qualifying in about 15 seconds, man. Good luck down there, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty, folks. Well, we're going to step away here real quick, play the national anthem. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so calm.
Alrighty, guys, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. If you have a pick that you want to pick here tonight, maybe to come away with the win, please throw it in chat. Now, I know Racing Fan 99 usually picks the same person or the same number each and every week that he joins chat. And, of course, tonight, no doubt about it, Racing Fan 99 picking the 24 of Nick Olson to grab the win here tonight. Racing Fan 99 picked a very good picker last week because guess what? Nick came away with the win and pretty much just locked him into the chase. Well, we do want to give a shout out here real quick as they are qualifying with about 5 minutes left. English Auto LLC is a full-service luxury automobile repair center in Odenton, Maryland, conveniently located to serve both the Baltimore and D.C. markets. English Auto is entering its 14th year in business with a knowledgeable staff having over 60 combined years of experience in the automotive service industry. Shane and Mike are looking forward to serving their loyal customers and making new friends by providing the outstanding customer service for which they are known. Find out what their customers think. Bring your Jag, Land Rover, Mercedes, Volvo, BMW, or Mini in today and get the service you deserve. They are certified ASE technicians, free local shuttle service, discount on enterprise rental cars, early bird and night drop-off service, and most warranty contracts accepted. And also, they have coffee, tea, water, and snacks. Probably part of, my favorite part of it is the coffee, because I am a coffee drinker. So, a big shout out to them for coming on board to sponsor the chase and of course the final race of the regular season, English Auto LLC. Well, qualifying is in the books here and still underway. Luke Parks currently running in the top spot here with a 47.261. This is open qualifying, so everybody is out here on the track trying to figure out who they're going to work with here tonight and maybe come away with the win. Brett Taylor in second, Sean Howell in third, Brett Murphy fourth, Alan Ballacino, that Pikachu 51, currently in fifth. Alan not having the best of luck this season, usually in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and that has caused that number 51. But, that number 51 each and every week is fast. He is one of those guys that, that can sneak up on you in a heartbeat. And if I want somebody behind me, pushing me, or following, I would definitely be around or behind or in front of that number 51, Alan Ballacino. All these guys out here racing super speedways, they kind of have an idea of what goes on throughout the race. So it's going to be a little bit tricky here tonight because, we're here at the old Daytona, not the new. Old Daytona has a lot of bumps, so they're going to have to really be cautious of those bumps. You go too wide, you will be okay, but you go 3 wide here at the old Daytona, and it's going to get a little more hairier than it would be just 2 wide. So, man, it's going to be really, really an awesome race as we are on the number 12 of Gavin Jones. Gavin Jones on the bubble here tonight as well. And that number 12, we call him NASCAR Gavin, as he is known in team speak. And he is going to be looking to kind of do what Nick Olson did last week and get the win and move himself up into the final 2. Of course, we won't know that until the final results going into next week. And we do have an admin tonight, as always. We got to give a shout out to that admin, to Brendan. He is going to be doing what he does and knows best, is trying to call the race and do what he needs to do to keep the track clear. So 21 viewers here tonight. Glad to have everybody out there tuning in. Looks like Zach Osborne is out there in chat as well, giving a big old good luck Lucas here tonight. Anita in chat as well. So Anita, we know who Anita is going to go for here tonight, as she always does. The 00 of Adam. That would be her son, I do believe. So, you know, but man, it's going to be an interesting race. I am looking forward to it. We've got about 40 seconds left here in qualifying, and we're going to get into the race here. Nick Olson now up in that top spot here in qualifying. Kyle Manger in second. Two drivers that are in the chase here, up 1 and 2. Luke Parks now back to third, and it looks like we do have a few that have not qualified or elected not to qualify. Tim Brangan, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Caden Atkins, and Robbie Lyons. So looks like these guys have elected not to qualify, as well as Ryan Swan. So 20, looks like about 20 drivers have entered tonight's race, and it's going to be interesting to see who gets hooked up with who. So now we are officially over with qualifying. We're going to get them on the grid here momentarily as everybody just starts wrecking there right at the end. We'll let our racing do its final countdown, and then we'll get them on the grid. And Nick Olson grabbing the pole here tonight. Well, talk to him. See if we can get him again here. Nick Olson, got a copy?
Yes, I gotcha.
Real quick, bud, grabbing the pole here tonight, bud. Good solid start here, grabbing the pole, but only 6/100ths of a second ahead of Kyle Manger. What is going through your mind here tonight?
3 points. That's only the only thing that's going through my mind right now, and I'm in good position. So it'll be a long race, 100 laps. A lot of things can happen, but a lot of things just went my way right there.
All right, Nick, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Gridding time, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get them on the grid here real quick. Well, all right, starting on the pole here tonight for the MaxSpeedTV starting grid, Nick Olson with a 47.237. Congratulations, Nick, for grabbing the pole. Kyle Manger going to start on the outside of him in that second spot. Luke Parks in third. Brett Taylor fourth. John Howell fifth. Clint Spillman sixth. Brett Murphy seventh. Seth Knoll eighth. Justin Bruns ninth. And Gavin Jones is going to round out the top 10 here. Josh Fox in 11th. Alan Ballacino in 12th. Lucas Cram 13th. Zach Ogburn 14th. Adam Meyer in 15th. Robbie Lyons elected not to qualify. He's going to start 16th. Taylor Butcher Benjamin 17th. Tim Brangan 18th. Caden Atkins 19th. Ryan Swan will round out the field here tonight in a 20th place. So we'll get them down here on the grid. All right, as they get double file here, and it is gridding time. Bring up the driver bar for everybody. All right, let's see how, they do have stages here. So stage 1 will be at lap 20, stage 2 lap 40, and then of course we'll have a shootout to 100 laps here to the end of the race. Please put your picks in tonight. Who you're gonna win? Who you think's gonna win here? Racing Fan 99 has already picked the 24. Anita has picked the 00, I'm assuming. He always picks the 00. So, yeah, man, I'm ready for it. This is the last race before the final two. We got one more race left to go here, and then, of course, we'll have the All-Star race. But got one more race after tonight, but first they've got to tackle this old Daytona here. Well, Racing Fan 99, you know, very good possibility. You know, we may not have any wrecks at all, period. We might not have any cautions. However, pace car gonna dive off here in just a second or two. And there goes that Ford Mustang there diving off there. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing up the old Daytona, boys. Lindsay picking the 00. All right, it looks like the 25 of Kyle Manger not going to waste any time. He is going to go from second to first before turn number 2 onto the backstretch here, as now he is ahead of the 24 of Nick Olson. The number 3 of Luke Parks directly behind him as this inside line is starting to form. The outside line, the 46 of Brett Taylor, the 88 of Clint Spillman. You've got the 9 of Seth Knoll right back up here with him. Now the 28 decides to go high. However, who is going to lead the first lap here tonight? Who is it going to be? It looks like the 25 of Kyle Manger going to lead the first lap here. We are now down to 99 laps here already. Yeah, 99. Woohoo, from 100. We've still got a long ways to go here tonight. Adam Meyer already up to 11th here. He is following the 44 of Lucas Cram up high in that 44. The 28 of Justin Bruns up here as well. Still 2 by 2 all the way to the backside here. Gavin Jones in the number 12 working with the, it looks like the 51 of Alan Ballacino, that Pikachu 51. You can bump draft here, and you know, we're probably going to see that maybe later on into the race, but early on they may want to wind down these laps, maybe get to the first end of the stage here, as it looks like the 46, oh no, the 46 did not edge out the 25 there. The 25 is going to lead a second lap of the race. But they may want to try to really wind down these laps here early on. You're going to see probably some bump drafting here, however, on this on the backstretch here at the old Daytona. We'll go back here and check on some of the other drivers. Still 2 by 2. Taylor Butcher Benjamin not qualifying, starting 17th. However, he is currently running up here in that 12th position in that number 8 on that low side. Josh Fox in the number 5 up high there. He's got Gavin Jones on that inside line coming up on him. Gavin in the draft of both the 8 and the 5. Alabama Chino directly behind him. Tim Brangan back here running in 16th. Started 18th, already up 2 spots. Still a long ways to go for these drivers. Zach Ogburn in the 87 started 14th. He has fell back to 18th. Ryan Swan back here in 19th. Ryan Swan and Zach Ogburn, both teammates here. So they are going to be, you guarantee it, going to be working together as well. And Robbie Lyons, the number 42, runner back here running shotgun in the draft of the 67 of Ryan Swan. As we are 4 laps into the race, coming to lap number 5. The 46 of Brett Taylor going to lead that lap here. These guys still kicking it side by side. Yes, we will do a cockpit crank it up. I don't have a crank it up cam, unfortunately, for the old Daytona, everybody. So we'll do cockpit crank it up. We'll even ride along with some of these drivers here tonight and just give you guys an idea on how bumpy this track really is and why they paved it, why they repaved it. Well, as we see the 28 there of Justin Bruns in that Havoline, kind of get a little bit squirrely there. The number 46 going to lead that lap as well, Brett Taylor. So that is going to make it his second lap led here, but we're going to have to keep an eye on how well. Oh, the 28 scraping the wall. The 00511 going to get around, and the 28 is still up on that wall. He doesn't want to get into anybody. He is going to keep it up on that wall. He is going to go all the way back to 20th. He is going to have some damage on that machine, but he didn't want to he didn't want to cause a caution. As we take a look at the right front there, we see some damage. He doesn't want to cause a caution, of course. So he's just going to fall back. He's going to go back here into 20th. And, oh, we've got somebody losing some speed here. That'd be the 88 of Clint Spillman. What is going on with the 88 Call of Duty machine? Oh, it looks like Clint maybe fell out. Not entirely sure. He is off the track and taking his car behind the wall here. It looks like, man, I hate it for Clint. I talked to him earlier. He was hoping that he would be able to just stay in the race and not fall out. Now, unfortunately, that has happened to that number 88 machine here tonight again. Man, I hate it for him. Adam up to 4th in that 00, coming from 15th. All right, well, the 3 teammates that are in the final 4, Lucas Cram, Nick Olson, and Kyle Manger. Those are your teammate drivers here tonight, but there's only going to be able to be 2 of them that's going to be able to advance. Now, of course, they got to watch out, too, for this number 12 of Gavin Jones. Gavin, he is one heck of a driver. I know Gavin. And he's going to work with anybody. If he has a chance to, he's going to. And we're 3 wide here. Oh, wow, 3 wide back here. I don't know why they're doing it here on lap 8, but they are, man. They're racing it up like it's the final lap here tonight. We still have about 11 laps to go before the end of stage number 1. But I'll be watching that number 12 of Gavin Jones. Now, he's currently running right here in that 9th place, coming up on the number 11 of Brett Murphy. And he is going to, looks like, shoot it low behind the number 8. Oh, no, they're going to go 3 wide here. Are they going to go 3 wide here? Gavin coming up on that number 11 hard. No 3 wide here just yet. Well, we did have it earlier for a second, but no 3 wide right here. Man, I'd watch that number 12 because he is not afraid to take it where it needs to go. The number 5 of Josh Fox also running back here of Gavin. If I was Josh, of course, I'd be following that number 12 wherever he goes, as well as the 2 of Tim Brangan. These guys running back here around, that number 12. That number 12 sitting pretty much in a good position here. So, if he can figure out a way to get around these guys, then, he'll do it. But it's early. 24 viewers here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, the thumbs up button, if you're new to MaxSpeedTV. And number 12 looks like it's going to look high. However, not going to be able to get that run there on that high side to go on that high line of that number 11. So it looks like he is just going to put it there right behind that 11. And he is really coming up on that number 11. These guys are still side by side here as we look at the 25 of Kyle Manger getting a little bit squirrely there, going below that yellow line. And, oh, my golly, the 46. And, I got to talking to some of these guys earlier. And, of course, I got to talking to, the 00 of Adam going around here. Caution is out. And that is a big one here, folks. A lot of drivers involved in that. Let's go back here and take a look at what happened to the 00 of Adam Fire. Not what Anita wants to see live right here on MaxSpeedTV as she is watching it. But they do have a reset, so you cannot count out that. You cannot count out that 00 by any means. But the 24 is right behind him. That would be the 24 of Dick Olson. So keep an eye on what happened. It looks like the 00 does go high right here. He does go high, kind of get out of line. The 24, it looks like might started to get a little bit of a run there, and that 24 is right there. The 00 does start to come down, and there might have been a little bit of net code. I'm not sure. That is not my call, but I don't know. But there was some contact definitely there between the 24 and the 00, and that sent that whole field around. The 24 going backwards, the 00 going backwards, the 11 getting involved in that as well. It looks like the 5, the 12 of Gavin Jones, the 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin going to get involved in that, going to get some damage. So there's a lot of these drivers that are going to get involved with some damage. Number 12, first caution of the evening. Adam going to be sitting on pit road here, and it looks like who's going to pit? Lap 12 of 20 of the stage. These guys going to stay out and maybe go from there. Pilo in chat here tonight. I know Pilo, you joined in just a couple of last week. I think you were there yesterday and the day before as well. So, glad to have you in chat there, buddy. All right. We are under caution here for the first time. It looks like Brett Taylor, Seth Knoll, Lucas Cram, Kyle Manger. Okay, Kyle is down pit road. Robbie Lyons electing not to pit here. It looks like everybody else is coming down pit road. So this will be the first round of who we're going to be able to talk to here. Now, I definitely want to get the chase drivers in here. So right now, we're going to talk to the number 44 of Lucas Cram. Lucas, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, Lucas, first caution of the evening here tonight. We know it's tense down there, not only because of the track, but, the Final Four, you being one of those 4, and your teammates the, part of those 4. But, talk about the tension down there, and talk about the first 13 laps here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think I told you earlier, the setup's actually went for the new Daytona, because Iris has stopped supplying, old Daytona setups for the new truck. So, fortunately, we didn't have much time to experiment with it, and that was the first chance we got with it, and it definitely proved to be extremely loose and a little bit on edge. So, I think tires are actually really important here tonight. But Avenue is just trying to gain track position where they could, especially the playoff guys, of course, but also try to hang on to it. So it was definitely pretty loose, and if you just barely touched the apron, it really wanted to step out on you. So I think it's gonna be a handful for a lot of these drivers tonight, but hopefully everybody's able to handle it, and we have a good race. Well,
Lucas, you're currently you started 13th. You're currently running in 3rd, but overall, there's plenty of laps left to go, but y'all's gonna be coming down to the the end of the first stage here in about 6 laps. So, do you think that where this caution came out kind of played a factor in track position?
Oh yeah, for sure. And unfortunately, I didn't have to qualify when I wanted to. Nobody really, for some reason or another, worked with me. But yeah, I drove up to the field. All the guys, like I said, were kind of taking it easy, so I was able to just kind of, get around them as they were letting me by, and work my way up through there. And it was a tough call right there, actually, as to whether or not to take tires because of how loose it is. But I figured, it's obviously the end of the stage, so no point in pitting now and get the stage points if I can get them, anywhere I can. So yeah, I'm still to see the rest of this race plays out. But hopefully, it goes well.
All right, Lucas. Well, good luck down there, bud. We're gonna let you do your thing, man. Let you get back to it, man. And coming to the end of the stage here in about we'll have about probably 4 or 5 laps before the end of stage 1.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's see here who else we can get. How about we talk to his other teammate here, Kyle Manger, real quick. Kyle, I got a copy.
Hey, what's up?
Well, Kyle, you elected to come down pit road in the number 25 there. I know you're a teammate there of Lucas and Nick Olson. You know, you guys going to be working together, but only 2 of you is going to make it to the next round. So, you know, talk about that first run here, but also kind of go through what's going through y'all's minds.
Well, we set the rules. There's no teammates tonight. It's just nature of the point system. You got to race for yourself here. Anyway, yeah, I pitted because we were pretty loose there, and that was such a big wreck. I figured I wasn't going to lose much track position, so I just wanted some tires here for the end of the stage, and hopefully we can pick up some good points here.
So y'all's kind of putting it into perspective tonight that, you know, with the 3 of you guys teammates, however, there's no teammates, but you guys are, it's all confusing. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, you know, each individual driver basically for themselves. Do you have somebody down there, however, that you, as an individual driver, can maybe hook up with?
Well, we'll see how the race goes and see who's comfortable working with me. But yeah, we still are gonna draft together to keep each other clean on track and stuff. But when it comes down to it, you know, it's just we're racers and we got to race, and that's why we do it, because we love the competition. So like I said, only 2 of us can go through. But you know, it's been fun up to this point, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. You know, we're always racing hard, so that's just how it's gonna be.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be an awesome race. Going to be coming to the end of stage number 1 here momentarily in about 5 laps or so, man. Kyle, good luck down there. We'll let you get back to it, man.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. All right, well, we don't want to keep them. We want to bring them back up here. All right, the top 4 did not pit. Brett Taylor, Seth Knoll, Lucas Cram, and Robbie Lyons. So pace car's going to dive off here momentarily, and we're going to get back to it here. And it looks like Adam is still sitting on pit road. What is going on with Adam? Green flag is out. We are back underway here for the SART English Auto LLC Super Speedway Truck Series Chase Race 4. And Brett Taylor going to get a good jump there. Not sure exactly what happened to Adam, but we'll pull him up here anyway. Adam, got a copy, bud? Adam?
Yes, sir.
Well, Adam, man, it sounds like you're in a tunnel there.
Yeah. Stepped out for a second.
Okay. Well, what happened there, buddy? I mean, I know this track, Adam. I mean, it's very, very bumpy. Okay. I know you're still, you know, you're currently on pit road, but it's very bumpy. I mean, it looked like you kind of got out of line there, trying to get some air, and just the way, you know, the drivers get runs, it just happened so quickly. But talk about what's going through your mind out there, man.
Well, I mean, you know, like you said, it is a really bumpy track comparatively speaking to what we normally run. But, you know, man, I was pushing the 46, Brett Taylor,
Yeah.
you know, and trying to get him out front there, and he kept staying high. And going into 1 and 2 there, he just, I had a run and I backed off and tried to go high just a little bit to keep from getting into him, and or at least that's what it felt like. And I didn't even check my rear view. I didn't know Nick Olson was even, you know, trying to even put it in that spot and make it 3 wide, which, you know, at a track like this, as bumpy as it is, I don't know that was necessarily the best decision to make, but, you know, just calm down a little bit, and his nose was right there, and one of those things, man, one of those racing deals, it's just disappointing.
Yeah, and it is, Adam. You know, I know you got a reset out there. Are you going to be able to use that reset and get back out there on the track?
I mean, I could. I think right now at this point, I'm so many laps down, man, I think I'm going to call it a night, just watch these guys, and
well, you're more welcome to stay up here and call this race with me if you want to.
oh, Lord knows, I have no kind of experience commentating.
Well, you know, I know you were sitting on pit road, and I know your mom is in chat here tonight, and you got another fan out there, Lindsay, rooting you on as well. So, you know, I wanted to pull you up here, kind of, to get an idea of maybe what was going through your mind. We are going to be coming to the end of the stage here momentarily, Adam. So, you're more welcome to stay up here if you don't want to. I mean, hey, it's up to you, buddy.
I may hop back up there with you in a little bit. Give me a few minutes, see what I'm gonna do, and might come commentate with you a little bit.
All right, well, poke me and let me know. And man, I hate it that it's come to this. Lucas Cram going to cross the line there with the number 25. They're going to be coming to the end of the stage here next time by. But Adam, man, we hate it for you, man. I know you were off last week. You were. Oh no. Well, Adam, I'm going to have to go, man. Caution is out, man. We're going to drag you back down there, bud.
All right, we'll see you after a while, bud.
Uh-huh. All right, well, caution is out, and we have got several drivers that were involved. It looks like a wreck. I know the 20, looks like the 25. Go back up here to Kyle Manger, or the 24. Now, we're at the end of the stage here, so let's go to the 24, because I believe that might have been where, it came. I don't know. It happened so quickly, and we were, right there, the 25 and the 24. That definitely was netcode. We're going to get on Kyle Manger here, because I know good and well they did not touch just from looking at it at that angle, but right here, you can see the definite netcode there between the 9 and the 25 of Kyle Manger. That sent the 25 around. A good save there, but right here is where the caution actually initiated. The 25 and the 24 gonna get involved in that again. So that is where the caution will fly as we take a look at it here. And it looks like there were several other drivers involved in that, and not what you want to see. The number 25 gonna have some significant damage on him. Not what you want at all. And I know that was not a very good camera angle. I don't have very good camera angles for the old Daytona, so please bear with me. Well, all right. They are on pit road here tonight. We'll let them get back to it, and we'll wait for them to come down, get off of pit road here. But that is going to, I believe, give the stage 1 of victory to Lucas Cram. Let me get confirmation here real quick. All right, well, Lucas Cram is going to be your stage 1 winner here. I was correct on that. So let's get Lucas back up here real quick and talk about that stage victory. All right, Lucas, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, Lucas, you're going to be our stage 1 winner here tonight. It's the way things transpired, they're right at basically the end of the stage, and you just happen to be in the spot there. But, I know there's no teammates, but you got teammates. They were kind of involved in all that. Man, just talk about that first stage real quick.
Yeah, like I said, it was like a 5-lap dash, and 46 changed lanes from the restart, so they had a server drive through there, and that almost caused a big wreck because he kind of pulled off last second, and so I think 9 got the back of him, I'm not sure, and then Nick drove all the way back up here at the end of the last crash, and then unfortunately I heard it was netcode between the 9 and the 25, and turned 25 around and took out the 24, and Nick already used his fast spare, so yeah, obviously happy to get the stage win, but obviously sucks to see your teammates wrecking in your mirror.
Yeah, I even looked at it, Lucas, you know us here at MaxSpeedTV, we look at it as well, and there was like 9 feet in front of each driver. I mean, it was definitely net code there. So between the 9 and I believe it was the 24, and then the 25 got involved after all that net code happened. Yeah, definitely net code. But stage 1 victory for you. Heartbreaking to see your teammates involved in that, but that's going to help you going forward, because we're only going to have 2 drivers next week. In the chase, not 2 drivers in the race, but 2 drivers in the chase.
Yeah. Fortunately, stage win, the 10 points in this run helped me out. The next week, the playoff points don't count. It's just the 2 drivers. Stage points don't count either, so it just comes down to whoever finishes high in the race. But, so obviously it's good to get those 10 points. I think I'm solidly, definitely looking safe to make the finale next week, but we'll see.
All right, Lucas. Well, we will let you get back to it, bud. Good luck down there, and congratulations on stage 1 victory.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's see here who else we can pick on here tonight. How about we pick on the number 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Taylor, do you got a copy there, buddy?
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Taylor. Where you're looking to play upset here tonight. You're looking to upset these playoff drivers as always. Talk about the first 20 laps, and what are you looking at going forward?
Well, it's been kind of wild so far. I'm new to this league. I would be doing this league every night if I didn't have other broadcasting commitments. But it's a good crop of drivers I'm against here, and a lot of guys know what they're doing on the super speedways. Only problem is I used up my fast repair in that first wreck when Nick got spun off of 2. But I'm just out here for fun, trying to win a race. And I don't want to affect any of these playoff guys, but look forward to the next 75 laps. I think it should be fun and a lot of tough competition, I'm sure.
Well, Taylor, I know that number 8 and that PremierPrivateCar.com machine very well, and I know you very well myself. So, but we'll let you get back to it out there, bud. You've led a couple of laps here tonight. You're brand new to the league. You started 17th. You're running up front, but you're playing upset. So good luck out there, man.
I appreciate it, man. I need some redemption after what happened last night.
Yeah, we won't go there.
That's all right.
Yeah, all right. Good luck out there, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. Now we're going to be going back green flag racing. Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, Seth, and Noel up front, 1 and 2. Taylor onto the inside. The number 9 of Seth on the outside. Lucas in third. Pace cars off. Green flag is out. We are back underway here for the SARG English Auto LLC Super Speedway Truck Series. Chase racing number 4, stage 2 underway here. As I get all this set for everybody up there. All right, so stage 2 underway. 25 of 100. Oh, the 8 of Taylor going low. He does come back up on the racing surface right ahead of the 9 of Seth Noel. That allowed the 44 of Lucas Cram, the number 3 of Luke Parks to get around. Of course, the 44 are going to drop it right in front of that number 8. Of course, we cannot forget about any of the drivers back here either. We've got the 33 of Sean Howe, Justin Bronze, and probably, I would say, one of my favorite paint schemes, a Pikachu 51. I said it last week. I'll say it again this week. Of Alan Ballacino running up here currently in 9th. Sean Howe in 10th. Kyle Manger involved, unfortunately, in that last incident. He is currently running back here in 11th. Started in 2nd, just outside the top, just outside pole Ryan Swan. We haven't mentioned much about Ryan, but however, that number 67 of Ryan Swan is running up here in 12th, started 20th. Josh Fox getting kind of in the mix there with that number 5. In that number 5, you know, in that last caution, you know, it's still running strong. It doesn't look like that damage on that nose is affecting him too bad. We'll have to see how it progresses going forward. He's got the number 11 of Brett Murphy there coming up on him with the 2 of Tim Brangan. Zach Ogburn running back here as well. The 88 of Clint Spillman has came back in. So Clint, after dropping out, has came back into the racetrack. So nice to see Clint back here running the GameStop Chevrolet Call of Duty paint scheme on the back. He is right behind the 24 of Nick Olson. So a lot of these drivers have their race cut out for them, but hey, we've got a lot of laps left. We ain't even near the end of stage number 2 here, as we are on lap 28, about 13 laps to go before the end of stage number 2. Luke Parks in the number 3, following very closely with the 44. And we're going to go 3 wide. The number 9 of Seth Knowles shooting the gap. And we are still 3 wide here. The 42 of Robbie Lyons, I believe that is, on that outside. Yeah, we are 3 wide still yet. Robbie has no help. Robbie is going to fall back behind the 33. Alan Ballacino coming to the inside of the 42 of Mr. Robbie Lyons. The number 12 of NASCAR Gavin Jones. Going to take it right up in front of that number 42. Gavin started 10th, currently running in 7th here currently. He does have some right front damage and a little bit of spoiler damage, but it doesn't look like it's affected him at all, as he is still running about 188, 190 miles an hour roughly here in that number 12. Looks like Caden Atkins really right back here all alone in that Auto Trader 22 Chevrolet. He is one of our moderators in chat here, Mr. Unsolved, out here racing it up with these guys. Nice to see him out here, though. Really nice to see him out here, but the battle still 2x2 up front. 10 laps to go here in the second stage. Racing Time TV. I've got 3 screens, buddy. And we use a program called ATVO. The overlays and stuff are custom designed for MaxSpeedTV, and as well as ATVO has a built-in timing screen and a cameras as well. It just draws the cameras from iRacing, puts them in a cameras box thing, and you go from there. But I have 3 screens. I have ATVO on one screen, iRacing, what you're seeing on another, and then of course I have TeamSpeak and OBS, what I use to broadcast these races, on another. So it does take a little bit of a little bit of money, because you do have to pay your subscription to iRacing. Of course, get the necessary setup to do this. I mean, you can do it on one screen, but I wouldn't advise it. All right, as we take a look here, the 46 of Brett Taylor, rear end damage, but it doesn't look like it's affected him any at all. He's side by side with the 44 of Lucas Cram. That's Noah, Luke Park, Sean Howell will round out your top 5. Oh, buddy, we are 3 wide up front here. Lucas Cram in the middle. He's got the 12 of Gavin Jones behind him in the number 12. No, the number 9 hits the wall. Seth Knoll. And we are still under green flag conditions here. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Seth. And we are not going to slow it down here because we are under green flag conditions. So we're going to let this play here and see what happened to that number 9 of Seth Knoll. It looked like there might have been some net code. I'm not sure. But right here is where it happened. Or right up here is where it happened at. The 44. Oh, no, the number 9. Oh, no, the number 9 gets into the wall. That's what happened. Okay, the number 9 gets into the wall and then does everything he can to not, hit the 44. So back up front we go. The 44 of Lucas Cram looking to capitalize on stage number 2 here. He's got the 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin directly behind him. And the 46, can't count him out, Brett Taylor on that outside, followed by the number 12 of Gavin Jones. Gavin, 4,011 points. 16 tied with Nick Olson, kind of on the bubble there. Gavin looking for anything he possibly can to get up front and make it to the final 2 here. We are at lap 35 of 40 of stage number 2. Oh no, Gavin Jones, heavy damage to the number 12. Let's go back and take a look at what happened here to that number 12 of NASCAR Gavin. Let's see if we can get on it correctly here. All right. Oh, Gavin, it looks like kind of blinked out there. I'm not sure exactly what. Oh, right here. Wow. The 51 of where's he at? Alan Ballacino. Now, Alan is directly behind him, but as we go here on a chase view, and we'll see if we can get a man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. We may have to go to the number 12 here. But that was, it looked like some serious net coding there. We're going to turn it here on a chase view, but right here, look at this. Yeah, that number 51 did not even touch that number 12 of Gavin Jones, and that just sent that 12 hard in the inside wall. Alan Ballacino getting a piece of it as well, and the caution will come out. It looks like the 33, I believe that is. Sean Howell is going to get a piece of the action as well. Man, we hate to see it for these playoff drivers, but, the good thing about it is they do have a reset. They can get it back out on track. Gavin Jones did not tow it. He came down pit road. Not what you want to see. I don't know if that's going to end the stage here. We will have to take a look at it, but net coding, man, that... different people have different internet connections, and you would think that iRacing would be able to, kind of get it figured out. But hey, it's the internet. It's not iRacing's fault. It's different people having different internet connection speeds. And of course, we did see Mr. Gavin there kind of blink out. But You know, he blinked out, came back in. That should not have affected it. Of course, I am not a tech person, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Yeah, you know, I don't know how all of that works. Alrighty, folks, back live here. We are going to have a one-lap shootout to the end of the stage here. Racing Tab TV, my specs. Well, I really don't know what you're talking about on spec-wise. I run a 980 Ti graphics card. OBS is it's an NVIDIA, so I use OBS to use the NVIDIA settings and all that for that. I'll run an 8350 FX AMD graphics card. Not the best, but it works. I've got 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, I don't know what else, you know, what all you want. That's about what I run, and I don't have an SSD that iRacing is on, so I wished I did, because that would make the loading time a little bit better. But all right, well, let's see here who we can chit chat with here tonight. How about we go with Mr. Tim Brangan here, if he's in here. Tim Brangan, got a copy. He's muted. All right, well, let's see here if we can talk to, real quick, Brett Taylor. Yeah, how about we talk to Brett Taylor? Brett, got a copy.
Oh, hey, man. How's it going?
It's going fine. Did I scare you?
I'm sorry, what?
Did I scare you?
Oh, no. I was just, no. Maybe a little bit, but I like
maybe a little bit. All right,
I need some more adrenaline for this race.
Well, real quick, one lap shootout here. You're now side by side with the 44 of Lucas Cram, the 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Man, talk about the first 40 laps here tonight, real quick.
Well, I crossed over that last restart. I crossed over below the line, and I didn't know I was that early. I swear it was after the finish line, but I guess not. It is what it is, so I had to pull in, and I got hit from the rear. I guess there was some miscommunication for the whole field. Seth went low, and he hit me, and they thought I was going to stay out because I had the option to stay out and just get an EOL after the stage, but I just took it anyways. I didn't know really what they wanted from me, but that is what it is. But yeah, it's been fun up here running in the front. I'm trying to fight Lucas off, man. He's so good with these, blocks and these getting low and stuff, man. He's a tough racer, but hopefully Kyle Manger, he's a pretty good pusher, so hopefully I can get this stage win, man.
All right, Brett. Well, we'll see what happens here. Pacecar's going to dive off, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we don't want to keep him. They're going to get going here. All righty. Pacecar going to dive off. Brett Taylor on the outside. Lucas Cram on the inside. One lap shootout here for stage number 2 here. Green flag is out. Here we go. One more lap for stage number 2. All right, Lucas Cram to the inside, the 46, but Taylor on the outside. Kyle Manger on the outside as well with the 46. You got the 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin on the low side. Seth Knoll on the outside line there with the Pikachu 51. That's going to put Brett Taylor now. Oh, the 25 giving that 46 one heck of a push. And they both, Brett Taylor and Kyle Manger, are going to drop it down low right in front of the 44 of Lucas Graham. Here comes the number 9 of Seth Knoll with the Pikachu 51 on the outside. They're going to be coming to the line here. It looks like the 46. Oh, that's going to be close. About a car truck length there. The 46 of Brett Taylor going to bring it home here into stage 2 victory lane. Now, stage victory lane, that is not the race win, but congratulations goes to Brett Taylor. We will get Brett right back down here for that one-lap shootout. Brett Taylor, you got a copy again?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you know, you were trying to do everything you can, and you were talking about that number 25 right behind you, and one heck of a push by that 25. Jumped you right up in front. You and him both go low right in front of the 44, man. Talk about that one-lap shootout.
Oh, my Lord. That was intense. I did not think I'd have it. Manger is so good, too. Just like I said, Lucas. Lucas tried blocking me coming, you know, right at the start. I just did not let that happen, went high, and luckily Manger went with me, and then we just had it on the backstretch, and he tried to go low, and oh, there's a space car. And
oh, there's a space car.
And he tried to go low, and I blocked him just perfectly, and I don't know, I thought he would have moved down low quicker than he did, but I was able to just get in front of him and stay there.
Oh man, well, what a race it has been here tonight. Bro, you're not in the chase, okay? But you're one of the many guys out here that are playing upset. What is it like playing upset? But what is it also like trying not to get into those playoff drivers?
Yeah, no, playing upset, I don't want to be in that position. I wish I would have been in the playoffs because I definitely would have had. I mean, I would have ran these guys for their money, but it is what it is. I hate being the upset, but I'm here, just same as them. Maybe not to win the championship, but I'm here to, win a race and still have some fun. But so it is what it is. That's pretty much it.
Well, Brett, I don't want to keep you because I'm sure you guys are going to come down pit road. So we're going to let you pit here real quick, and then we'll bring you back up here, okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, well, Brett Taylor bringing it into victory lane for stage 2. To grab the stage 2 win here, man. What a stage 2 one-lap shootout there. That was amazing. The 25, it looks like the 9 of Seth Knoll missed his pit stall there. We'll have to see here what's going on with Seth. I don't see Seth in teams. Right, well, Seth's going to stay out, it looks like. He's going to go drive through pit road. So that is going to put Brett Taylor back out on the racetrack first. So let's get him back up here real quick and have another word with him. Okay, Brett, we wanted to let you make your pit stop there. So we'll bring her back up here. Now, final stage coming up. You don't want to play upset. You wanted to be in the chase, but you're not in the chase, so now you're playing upset. What would it be like for you, as a non-playoff driver, to grab the win here tonight and to just say, okay, whatever the points is at the end, because I won, these guys are going to be fighting for the points.
Oh, my God. If I could pull this win off, I honestly would be so excited. I've been trying, honestly, so hard to get this win. I couldn't. All right, there's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah. I was in school before the summer started, right? And I was at college, and the dorm internet there sucked, so I could not race really that hard, like half the season here. So I was just staying in the back, trying to stay away from everybody because I was a blinking hazard. But now that I'm back home, I got some good internet. I'm just trying to I'm really trying here. So hopefully, if I can win this, play upset. I want to see how others will react. I mean, I'm here just to have fun, but if they get upset, if they do what they, it is what it is. So we'll see.
Well, Brett, you're one of the guys out here, bud, that, you're racing for a win. Not only the upset. So forget about the upset here, but you're racing for a win, okay? You're racing to prove to these guys to say, hey, I can compete just as well as anybody out here on the track. And as well as I do, that super speedway racing is tough.
Oh my God. And this track is, it's hell, if I can say that, sorry. But, no, the bottom lane, that's why, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been trying to stay on the top lane because the bottom is literally, you need a rock crawler to race down there. And I'm just, I hate it. So I'm trying to stay up high and,
well,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that, the bumps here at the old Daytona. The new Daytona, repaved, it's pretty solid. The old Daytona is horrible, man. Talk about the first 44 laps here, the stage 1, stage 2, of course you winning here. And just talk about those bump issues there, especially 2 wide and then going 3 wide.
Yeah, no. 3 wide. Did I go 3 wide? I think I went 3 wide like once or twice in the backstretch. Yeah. When we left, somebody out in the middle. I don't know. I forget. But, yeah,
I knew what you was gonna say.
But no, it's scary. This track is scary, and I remember seeing Seth was on my rear going into 1, I think it was, and oh no, I meant to take the outside. He hit the safer barrier because he was trying to follow me and hit that opening of the safer barrier there. So it's very scary running the high lane here. It's scary running the low lane. This whole track, these last 45 laps, 44, have been just so hard. Like, you have to be focused, like, on the edge, especially when you're running up in the front. Like, you can run in the back, and I have been doing that a lot, just to, avoid wrecks. But avoiding wrecks is one thing, but running up here is just as hard.
All right, Brett. Well, you guys are getting double file here. We're not going to keep you, man. Good luck down there, and the final stage coming up here in about a half a lap. So
all right, cool.
Yep, so good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, well, we're going to be coming to the final stage here, the shootout to the finish, 100 laps here. Brett Taylor on the inside of the 44. He meant to take the outside. I kind of feel bad on that one. But, that number 46 does have a little bit of damage, but it doesn't look like it's affecting him much at all. He's got the 44 of Lucas Cram on the outside. Now, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, new to the league, right behind that 46 pace car, going to dive off here momentarily. And we will be underway here for the final stage of the race. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. We are back underway here for the final stage of the race. Let's go cockpit. Crank it up here with Zach Ogburn on MaxSpeedTV. back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Hopefully everybody enjoy the Crank It Up there. We have had some positions change here. Now the number 42 of Robbie Lyons running up front here has led one lap. Tim Brangan has led 2 laps. Now the number 2 of Tim Brangan running up front with the 44 of Lucas Cram. That high line, these guys starting to get a little bit squirrely here, but man, what awesome racing we have here tonight as we are over the halfway mark here for the SARG English Auto LLC Super Speedway Truck Series Chase race number 4. Number 4. I was about to say number 5. Number 5 will be next week at the New Daytona. So, man, what awesome racing we have here by these guys. Still side by side. Now Lucas Cram running up front. Tim Brangan right behind him. The 42 of Robbie Lyons. We have the number 12 of Gavin Jones. Now, Gavin kind of on the bubble here, or not kind of. He is right on the bubble. He is currently running in the top 4, back in 4th here in the points. But we talked about that number 12 earlier on here tonight. That number 12 is one of those drivers you've really got to watch because he is sneaky. And right now, 3 wide here on the backstretch. The 42 of Robbie Lyons getting, I would have to say, dumped. Not to, be negative there, but he is falling all the way back to 9th as the number 5 of Josh Fox, the number 12 of Gavin Jones now running up front, right in front of Lucas Cram, another playoff driver. And, these guys going to be fighting out here side by side, running up front. Excuse me. We check on the other playoff drivers here. Kyle Manger running back here in 11th. Oh, and here we go. Caution is out. We have got a wreck here. The 28, the 51 of Alan Ballacino. Oh, no. Let's take a look and see what happened here, folks. We was just talking about what was going on here. We're going to be on, let's go to the number 12 of Gavin Jones as he was running up front. So this was with the lead pack here. The 44 right behind that number 12. And caution will fly here. Gavin goes high. Oh, right here, the number 5. I believe that is going to be of Josh Fox. Let's see if we can get a closer look at this. We'll have to go on a chase view here. But right here is where it initiated. We're going to turn the camera here and kind of go forward right there. I don't know. There was contact there between the number 5 of Josh Fox and the number 12 Lehigh of Valley Phantoms Sunwest Construction, number 12 of Gavin Jones. That is going to send the number 12 of Gavin right into the wall. Looks like the 44 of Lucas Cram does go low, but we're going to rewind it here. Then we're to go on the number 12 of Gavin Jones and see kind of where it went from there. Gavin hits the wall, back down to the number 5, the number 9, the Pikachu 51 getting involved in that as well. And I talked to Alan earlier, and man, I hate to, wrong spot, wrong time. And that was wrong spot, wrong time there, as well as the 28, the 51. Looks like the 8 just squeezed by there. The The 42 goes on the high side, but heavy damage coming to some of these drivers here. I don't know if that might have been net code or not. I don't make those decisions. So, well, that's going to put the number 11 of Brett Murphy back up front here, in that number 11 Brett Murphy. Man, what a run. Pikachu 51, not 54. Yeah, there was a lot of drivers involved in that. Yeah, you know, Gavin made a move there, and you know, he's kind of, you know, you got to make moves. You know, you can't let it kind of hang low there. You know, you got to do what you got to do. But it looks like a lot of these drivers made their pit stops there. It looks like Brett Murphy decided not to pit. So Sean Howell in company. But from Luke Parks, second, first one off of pit road. He is going to be the leader here. How about we get Mr. Sean Howell in the number 33 up here for an interview, shall we? Sean Howell, Joshua Medlock in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
John, man, well, you know, we're over the halfway mark. And talk about the racing here tonight. Old Daytona, bumpy track, but yet fast speeds.
It's been crazy to say the least. Sadly, I used my fast repair by accident when I had no damage, so I'm trying to just make sure I can be there at the end right now. I've missed all the other wrecks. That kind of put me in a hole now, so I'm just trying to stay there at the end.
Well, Sean, we've all been there, so don't feel bad. We've all used our,
it's 2 weeks in a row for me now. I always sure something iRacing could do to make it where it's not checked off automatically, but it's what it is.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, Sean. But, well, you know, glad to have you here tonight. You're one of the drivers out here kind of playing upset with these playoff drivers, man. So, what's it like out there at the old Daytona with the way the track conditions are? Well, right now we're setting at a track temp of 82, but we started with a track temp of 96.
Yeah, it's slick. A lot of people it's hard to keep it on the bottom. I know all these guys can drive. It's hard to keep it down there. It's bumpy. It wants to wash up. So it's just a lot of movement from the cars on the track.
All right, Sean, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck down there on the track, man. The race is not over, so good luck.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. All right, well, let's see here who else we can kind of pick on here. How about we pick on somebody we don't usually pick on? How about we pick on I moved him up to the wrong room. How about we pick on the 67 of Ryan Swan here tonight? Ryan, got a copy real quick?
I have no reason to be picked on. I've ran a good race.
Well, we're going to pick on you anyways. Real quick, man, started 20th. You're currently running 7th. Clean truck out there, Ryan. What's going to be the key to victory here tonight for you?
Survival, man. Survival.
Survival? Is that all you have?
You know, I normally go on these tangents, but, you know, not tonight. It looks like it's just going to be survival.
Well, Ryan, you know, you got a teammate, Zach Ogburn, man. So, do you think you two might get hooked up here going forward?
Yeah, it don't look like anybody else really has one. So, I mean, we'll have to figure that out. I'd like to get that first win between us two. So, we'll see.
All right, bud. Well, good luck down there, man. We're gonna be going to coming to the green to lap 61, man. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's hope everything works out correctly here. Man, what a race it's been here tonight for SARG, for Sarge, man. Awesome racing. All right, Luke Parks up front in the number 3. The 42 of Robbie Lyons going to be on the outside of him coming to the restart here of lap 61. The pace car going to dive off here momentarily. Here we go, folks. Pace car is off and away. And the green flag is back out. We are back underway here for SARG race 4 of the chase. On the inside, Brett Taylor with him. 42 of Robbie Lyons, the 25 of Kyle Manger, the 44 of Lucas Graham, Zach Osborne in the 87, followed by the 67 of Ryan Swan, Nick Wilson in the 24, followed by the 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. I know Taylor really well, so we'll wait to see here kind of what happens. Currently running 9th, Brett Murphy in that number 10th, 11th position here. They are side by side. Number 2 and 10, Brandon going to go on the outside of him in the draft of the number 8. The 24 of Nick Olson going around, no caution. What happened to Nick? We're going to take a look here on the MaxSpeedTV replay as we are still under green flag conditions here. What happened to Nick? Taylor right behind him in that number 8. And it looks like, oh, Nick kind of blinked out there. Nick goes high. Not what you want to see. Oh, right here, net code between the number 8 and the 24. We can see it right here on this replay. There is net code definitely there between the 8 and the 24. That sends the 24 down onto the apron there and then back up onto the track. No caution. No, not what you want to see. But Nick Olson did catch the number 5 and the 12 as well as the 28. So Nick Olson is going to be able to stay on the lead lap. And that is going to put Luke Parks up front with the 42 of Robbie Lyons. Of 1. Yeah, what a save by Nick. That was, you know, that was insane. You know, he's going to be able to keep, you know, stay on the lead lap. So that is definitely going to help. Luke Parks up front, followed by Brett Taylor in the 46. Rubber lines on the outside. Zach Ogburn in the 87. Kyle Manger in the 25, up high, the 67 of Ryan Swan, the 44 of Lucas Cram, up running up here. Now Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the number 2 of Tim Brangan and Sean Howell here running together. Brett Murphy, no help in that number 11 machine. Gavin Jones running the second pack here with the number 5 of Josh Fox. The 24 of Nick Olson and the 28 of Justin Bruns. And yeah, you know, you was talking about that number 51 of Alan Ballacino. Man, what a tough break for Alan, man. I hate to see somebody, you know, not having the race he's wanted. And I don't know if we can, you know, get a word in with Alan, but Alan Ballachino, bud. I know we're under green flag conditions here. Tough break for you, bud, but do you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, Alan, man, I know me and you talked earlier about being in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and just, man, talk about the racing out here tonight, Old Daytona, and your luck has not been with you here this season, bud, but it's Super Speedway, man. Talk about it.
Oh man, dude, it was a fun night out there. There's lots of good racing going on. I think the track difficulty and the age of the track definitely adds a new dimension to the racing that we don't normally see at Daytona and Talladega. You know, the second lane is the most dominant lane here usually. You can go kind of high to low to high in the corner, kind of like a normal track to get runs. So it kind of adds a good dimension. But I had a good time out there.
Well, Alan, you know, we talked earlier before we went live here on MaxSpeedTV, and you know, the season's about over. But you're one of the guys that, you know, you race strong races. You're always fast, and I was gonna say usually fast, but you are one of the guys that are always fast, running up usually with the top pack. And when cautions happen at Daytona or Talladega, it happens so quickly you have no reaction time. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, like, honestly, it's a 50-50 shot that you're even gonna get a gap to get through the wreck. On that first wreck, I actually hit the brakes to the point where I kind of turned myself into the wreck. Like, I had a clear track. It was like the seas were parting in front of me, and I was too hard on the brakes. I should have just went through it instead of slowing down. I mean, it's just, it's one of those things that happens with this restrictor plate racing. There's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, for sure. Alan, you're one heck of a racer, bud. We hate seeing you going out like this, but Daytona, the new Daytona, next week. Are we going to see you next week?
Maybe. NIS is at Watkins Glen, so I got to decide on that.
You must be a road course guy.
Road and a little bit of oval this season.
Okay, well, let's hope we see you next season, Alan, but or next week. But if we don't, man, hopefully we have a chance to see you next season, and maybe running up in the championship, because you like everybody else out here have a chance to make it to that chase format.
Yeah. I'll definitely be out there next season because I've been having a lot of fun racing here. It's been a blast. Some of the best plate racing I've had, honestly. Has been serious.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I love plate track racing. I'm not going to go into details, but, I'm kind of in a predicament. But, awesome racing, though. We got 20 drivers out here tonight, and even with 20 drivers, it gets a little hairy out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody's going on edge, getting the most that they can get out of it. It's honestly, it gets very edgy. It's
Yes,
crazy.
Yes, it does. Well, Alan, we're not going to keep you, bud. We hate seeing you, in the second to the last race the way it is, but hopefully next week, if you decide to, come over and race in the final race, with the final two, man, that would be great. Give another driver to upset the possible championship contender there. But we hate the way it's ended here tonight, man. We hate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's racing though, That's the way I look at it at the end of the day. It's one of those things.
Yeah, exactly, Alan. Well, man, good luck to you. I hate seeing that you've already taken your car behind the wall. I know you're probably done for the evening, but hopefully we'll see you, sometime soon, buddy.
All right, thanks, man. appreciate it.
Man, I hate it for Alan Ballacino. I really do. Oh man, that's not what you want to see. You know, that number 40, that number 51 Pikachu machine can just not catch a break, you know. Well, we are back up front here. You know, we've been up front with Luke Parks, Brett Taylor, Robbie Lyons, Kyle Manger, Zach Ogburn. That'll round out your top 5. Now, they are all single file here, and they are coming up on, let's see if I can find, I believe it's the 24. Yeah, the 24 of Nick Olson. So that is going to put this group a lap down here as we are coming up on the 74 of the 100. Now the fuel laps here are about 40 to 45, if I am correct. And they have been out here at about 16 laps. So I don't think they can make it to the end. They will probably more likely have to pit before the race ends. But as the leaders do come around, that is still going to put Luke Parks and Robbie Lyons side by side. The 46 of Brett Taylor and the 25 of Kyle Manger side by side. And Robbie Lyons gets a shot by the 25. That's going to put Robbie Lyons right up ahead of the number 3 of Luke Parks. So Robbie Lyons going to take the lead. And, of course, if everybody is watching here tonight, we've got 18 viewers. Robbie Lyons got his start in actual NASCAR trucks in real life. So Robbie's got some experience in the trucks. Coming to 20 to go here. 20 laps to go here for the SARG Super Speedway Truck Series. And it is sponsored by the English Auto LLC here. Of course, it'll be 20 to go when they finish this lap. Or 20, it'll be 20 to go at lap 80. Sorry. We are at 24 to go. My bad. I looked at it wrong there. Oh, caution is out. Oh, Nick Olson, playoff driver involved in that. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Nick Olson. Nick Olson getting the win last week and punching his ticket for the Final Four. And he is following, it looks like, the 28 of Justin Bruns. Well, right here, the number 9 of Seth Knoll to his inside. There was some contact there. It looks like maybe a little bit of net code as well, but I'm not entirely sure. And that has upset both the 9 and the 24. And it looks like that is where the caution did come out. The number 9 of Seth Knoll does come back up on the racing surface there. So I believe that might have been where the caution played out. As we go back live here, it looks like Seth Knoll, Nick Olson, are back up to speed. So I don't know exactly what happened, but that is going to put Kyle Manger, or one of our playoff drivers, up front. Started second, currently first, has led 4 laps. As we take a pit here, we'll see who manages to make it off of pit road first. right. We are back underway here. It looks like Robbie Lyons going to be the first driver out. It looks like the 24 of Nick Olson right up ahead of him. Robbie Lyons, however, going to be the first one out off of pit road. So let's see what Mr. Robbie Lyons has to say about the race here tonight. Robbie Lyons, Joshua in the booth, got a copy?
I got you, man.
Robbie, man, you are running up front here with about 20, I would say about 22, 23 to go here as you guys cross the line. So we're going to be at about 21 laps here, man. Talk about the racing here tonight. You know, you have an experience in the trucks, real life, but, you know, yet racing totally different. But you're playing upset as well. You're not in the chase, but you're playing upset. Talk about what's going through your mind here tonight.
Oh yeah, you know, one thing about playing upset is I'm going to be the only one that isn't. I'm going to be happy at the end of this thing. At least I'm going to be trying all I can to bring it home here at the end. You know, me and Lucas had been talking earlier this year after Daytona, and we wanted to put together a super speedway league, and it was kind of both of our brainchild, I guess, to start it. And it's been like sandpaper on me to not have a win at all this season. A lot of the times, you know, I've kind of just been hanging out. I've had to go to the racetrack a lot this year, so haven't been able to run every race. So I wasn't in the playoffs. So I can say these last two races, even last week, I was pretty determined to get up there and win it. So this track, you know, is the 07 version. It's a lot more worn out. It's a lot more bumpy. I'm disappointed I never got to race on it, but you know, the real Daytona is starting to gain some character back, and it's starting to get bumpy, as you saw in the 400 a couple of Sundays ago. They're slipping and sliding everywhere. But yeah, it's been a blast. I love it that, you know, handling comes into play, and these guys are going to have a lot to handle passing me here towards the end, but we'll make it wide.
Passing you? Are you throwing a little bit of competition or maybe a challenge out there to these guys?
Oh yeah, man. It ain't fun if it ain't a challenge. So we'll see. I look forward to it here. We're gonna have a shootout.
Well, Robbie, man, you've got the 25 of Kyle Manger. It looks like going to start on the outside of you. The 67 of or the 87 of Zach Ogburn right behind you. So what is going through your mind knowing we're going to have 20 laps to go?
You know, I mean, the field kind of thinned itself out really early there, that first stage. You know, we had a lot of wrecks, and kind of saw there that last run, you know, two separate packs split up, and you only had, I don't know, 7 or 8 cars in the lead pack, and it's really tough to get any sort of momentum either on the inside line or the outside with that few cars. So I'm hoping that, you know, more of us stay together here, and if we don't, then I'm just going to have to protect my line and keep it out front. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to pass here towards the end if it does stay green.
All right, Robbie. Well, good luck down there, bud. You're running up front. We'll have 20 to go when you guys cross the stripe, man. Oh, man, 20 laps may not seem like a lot, and it's not, but it's going to be hectic toward the end, man. Good luck down there.
Thanks, man. Pull them belts tight.
Oh, trust me. I've got them tight. All right, Robbie Lyons running up front here with the 25 to his outside, a playoff driver. We're going to be going green flag racing here. The pace car going to dive off here. Pace car is off and away, and the green flag is back out. Here we go. 20 to go here, folks. 20 laps remaining here for the SARG English Auto LLC Super Speedway Truck Series Chase Race number 4. These guys are going to go 3 wide. I guarantee it. Something is going to give here in the last 20 laps. For the 25 of Kyle Manger getting a good run out there on that high side line. But here comes the 42 of Robbie Lyons on that inside line, followed by the 87 of Zach Osborne, the number 3 of Luke Parks, the number 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, as well as the 44 of Lucas Cram, the number 46 of Brett Taylor in the front pack here. And we go back here to the 67 of Ryan Swan. I know some of these guys by the numbers, so if I say their name before their number, I am sorry. But the 67 of Brian Swan catching up to the 46. You've got the number 11 of Brett Murphy in the second pack foreman. You've got the 33 of Sean Howe and number 2 of Tim Brangan, 19 to go. So we've got 2 cars here that are catching up to this front pack. We're going to have 18 laps to go. Gavin Jones and Nick Olson. Now these 2 guys working together. Both of these guys in the playoffs, in the chase. They are trying to make it to the end. Nick Olson and Gavin Jones both are on the bubble. They are trying to do everything they can to make it to the final 2 of the next race. And these 2 guys working together here, followed by the 24, the 28 of Justin Bruns, Josh Fox on the outside there by himself. It looks like he may try to fall behind the number 9 of Seth Knoll. Now, you can get side draft. We haven't talked about it much here tonight, but the number 5 trying to get some of that side draft. You see the number 9 pulling up high there with the number 5 of Josh Fox. These 2 guys going to be back here working together. So you got this pack of cars back here working together as we are at 17 to go on the back stretch here at the old Daytona 2007. And what a run. Now we've got Robbie Lyons into 4th place. Luke Parks gonna take that lap. Followed by the 25 of Kyle Manger to the inside. Taylor Butcher Benjamin on that outside line. This is that front group. The lead pack here. This is going to get interesting if it's not already interesting for everybody. 23 viewers here tonight. Glad to have everybody out there again here for tuning in here. What an awesome race these guys are putting on. As we take a look at the caution count here, the not 6 cautions here. Of course, we've had 2 stage cautions. One of those ended under caution, but still nevertheless 2 stage cautions here tonight. So at about 4 to 5 cautions. A total, though, of 21 caution laps, 15 laps to go. 32 lead changes here tonight for SARG. And it is going to come down, man, it is going to come down to who can make it to the final 2 here. Kyle Manger now and Lucas Cram now side by side. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all right here together. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Brett Taylor running back here, all the way back here in 8th. We talked to Brett earlier. 15 to go. We're going to make it 14 here as they cross the line. What a race it has been. Now we've got the number 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin on the outside. These guys are counting down the laps. Lucas Cram pushing the daylights out of that number 8. The number 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin gonna dive it low here. And I forgot I didn't have a driver bar up there. Sorry, folks. But Taylor Gonna go right in front of the number 3 of Luke Parks. We are going to be coming to 13 to go. Lucas Cram going to lead that lap here. And he has led 16 laps here tonight. Started 13th, running up front with that number 8. He's got the number 11 right now behind him, Brett Murphy. And these guys changing positions here. Little Racing Fan 99 and Chan. What a run by that number 11 and that number 44, both dropping it low in front of the number 8. We're still going to be 2 by 2 here. That number 11 of Brett Murphy on that high side. One heck of a pusher behind him, Brett Taylor. The number 11 going to lead that lap here as well. 12 to go here tonight. We are counting down the final lap. They can make it to the end. Number 11, the 46, getting a good run on the backstretch here as the 46 pulls low. The number 11 does not. That is going to put Brett Taylor in the lead. The number 11 of Brett Murphy going to lose a little bit of speed there. Now the 25 of Kyle Manger going to pick him up there. Oh, the 11 having a little blinking issue there, but does come back out on to the racing surface. But, you know, when you blink out, you lose the draft. That's going to allow that low line to get speed and to get the draft, and that's going to push the 46 of Brett Taylor. Now 44 of Lucas Cram going to the high side. Now we're going to go 3 wide here in the back. 25 of Kyle Manger splitting the difference there in the middle. Here comes Robbie Lyons in the 42. And it looks like a little bit of bumping going on there. It looks like no caution, but whoa, man, that sent the 11 of Brett Murphy off into the grass there. We're going to take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. As we are 10 to go here. We are under a replay, however. We're going to see what happened here with the number 11 of Brett Murphy. You see the 42 and the 25 kind of split the gap there, and right there is where it happened at. Looks like maybe a little bit of contact, might have been some neck code. However, that's going to send the 11 hard into the wall, down into the grass. No caution. That's going to put Lucas Cram now up into the lead with Taylor Butcher Benjamin in that number 8 on that low side, followed by the 46, giving him a daylight push. The number 3 of Luke Parks on that low side, the 44 of Lucas Cram, the 25 on that high side. Here comes the 46 of Brett Taylor on that high side. Oh, man. 9 to go. Two by two coming across the stripe. We are going to have 8 laps remaining. Lucas Cram going to lead that lap. 8 laps remaining here. Now they only have 3 green, white, checkered attempts. So if it comes down to GWC, they will only do 3 of them. As they are still 2 by 2 up here, we're going to check back here with the number 25. He has caught back up with this front pack. The 67 of Ryan Swan right up ahead of him. Ryan Swan, one of the drivers out here trying to play upset. With Sean Howe, Tim bringing in the number 2 as well. Is following that 33 of Sean Howe. Gavin Jones and company with Josh Fox. Now, Josh Fox is currently 2 laps down, however, is giving the daylight push or trying to do his best. The 2 Toyotas here trying to get back up to that front pack. Now, Gavin Jones is on the lead lap, so we're gonna 7 to go. You know, if the leader takes the white flag, you know, it's over. You know, whatever happens after that, that's what happens. Right now, Lucas Cram going to lead another lap, 6 to go here. Robbie Lyons right behind him. You've got the number 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the number 25 of Kyle Manger, and then up high, the 46. Now here comes the 42 of Robbie Lyons, going to go high in front of the 46, and that's going to put it at 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Want to run by that 42 of Robbie Lyons and the 46 of Brett Taylor. Now coming around the corner, however, you know, you got those bumps on that low side. What's it going to do for that low side? Lucas Cram, Robbie Lyons. Robbie going to lead that lap. Five to go. They're coming upon the number 9 of Seth Knoll and the 28 of Justin Bruns. It looks like these 2 guys are going to go low, let the leaders go by. That's going to put Lucas Cram now up into the lead. Taylor Butcher Benjamin pushing the daylight out of the 44. Oh, man. 2 cars or 2 trucks on that low side. You've got about 8 trucks on that high side. Now 44 and the 8 needs some help. But they are keeping up with this front pack. 4 to go. Now the 42 and the 46 get a good run. The 42 deciding what he wants to do. Not going to drop it down in front of the 44. Now it's going to put the 44 of Lucas Cram up front here side by side with Robbie Lyons. As we come to 3 to go, Lucas Cram going to lead that lap, has led 22 laps here tonight. Started 13th. Anything can go. Now we are within the window of the first green light checker, so anything can happen here as they are on the back stretch here. The 46 now, Brett Taylor on the high side, followed by the 3 of Luke Parks, the 42 of Robbie Lyons, Zach Osborne up here in the mix in the 87 down low. The next playoff driver will be Kyle Manger, running back here in a 7 with this pack in the 25. As we are going to be coming to 2 to go here, folks. 2 laps remaining. Can the leader take the white flag as the 44 makes that truck wide? That's going to open up the door for the 8. Oh, they're going to get bunched up back there. 3 wide. Taylor Butcher Benjamin now up front, side by side. Still 3 wide back here. Can the leader take the white flag before the caution comes out? 44, the 8, side by side, coming to the line. Here we go. White flag in the air. No more cautions. 1 lap to go. Three wide up front. The 44 in the mix. 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin up front. The 44. Oh, no, Lucas Cram. Oh, no, when we're wrecking back here, Lucas Cram goes sideways. Playoff driver. Taylor Butcher Benjamin up front. The 33 of Sean Howell behind him, up on the outside. The 87 of Zach Auburn. And they're wrecking. Here we go, folks. But the winner here tonight is going to be, who's it going to be? The 8 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Going to win it here tonight. Congratulations to Taylor for winning it here tonight in the Premier Private Car.com number 8 machine. Zach Ogburn gonna finish in second, and Tim Brangan gonna bring it home in third. Cal Manger gonna finish in, it looks like, in fourth. Oh man, what a race it was. That was insane. Oh my Lord. Well, we're not going to be able to take a look at everything that just transpired there, but we will go back and take a look at this finish here because it was insane. Right here we see the 44 and the 3 and the 87 kind of go 3 wide here. And the 33, the 44 making some contact there. So as we go here with the 33 of Sean Howell, because he is on that outside line. You know, these guys right here reckon, 33 on that outside, the 44 hitting the wall of Lucas Cram. And, this is where it really transpired there. We'll go on the 3 of Luke Parks here, because right up ahead of them, I believe another wreck happened. And, man, what a finish it was here tonight. Oh, man, it was insane. Brett Taylor running up here in that 7th. Right here is where it happened. The 46 and the 67 coming to the line, making contact there. Might have been a little bit of neck code. Sean Howell, the number 2 involved, but the number 2 of Tim Brangan going to bring it home into 3rd, squeaking by. Oh, man, what a finish here tonight. Awesome racing by these guys. That was awesome. Alrighty, folks, well, give me just a few minutes. We'll get the top 3 down here for an interview. Don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after these messages. Alrighty, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I have caught up with the top three. We're going to start here with third place here tonight. Tim Brangan. Well, Tim, you're going to have to talk about that coming to the line there, because you really put yourself in a position. It could have been either gone north or south for you, and it went north. Man, talk about the whole overall racing and just finishing in the top three here tonight.
Well, this is my first time finishing the top three in this series, so that's always great. And I was being really reserved for towards the end of that race there because I didn't have a faster pair left, so I was just trying to bide my time. And I kind of expected them to wreck sooner than they did. But I certainly don't have an issue with finishing third, since I'm not actually in the championship battle. So it was a lot of fun, regardless.
Well, the top three drivers that finished tonight was not in the chase. So the first driver that was in the chase, Kyle Manger, finishing fourth here tonight, was the first driver to complete, of the chase drivers. But, not taken away from what you guys, the top three here, but you guys were playing an upset. You guys were out here racing up for the win and, of course, to play upset to the chase drivers to see who could make it in. So what was your game plan here, Tim, going into tonight's race, knowing 4 drivers left? Anything could happen.
Well, I knew that I was going to go for the win, no matter what. But, of course, I needed to be as careful as I could around the playoff drivers, although it seemed like they all had a pretty rough night overall. It just seemed like anytime there was a crash, one of them was in it. So I'm sure that kept the drama pumping throughout the broadcast tonight. So
well, it was interesting to say the least. Well, Tim, man, congratulations on a solid run here tonight. You started 18th. You finished third. I don't know how you managed to make it through that last caution there, that last wreck, but you did. Talk about what was going through your mind and how you managed to get that number 2 through the field there.
Well, I gotta tell you, for the most part, it just seemed like it was luck. Like the seas just happened to part, I had to duck to the grass and duck for pit road. Seems like I had to duck everywhere across the track just to avoid every spinning truck that I could, and it just happened to be a lot of luck for me tonight, thankfully.
Well, Tim, man, congratulations, man, on a solid run here tonight. Led 3 laps, finishing third. Congratulations, bud. Thought shout-out you want to give before you go celebrate, and possibility get ready for next week at the new Daytona?
Yeah, I guess my buddy Sean Howe there, the 33, I was working with him towards the end because neither of us actually had our faster pair left, so we were just trying to strategize everything we could. And I guess my buddy Brett Taylor there, I tried to help him at the last possible second getting through off of 4, but unfortunately we all made contact and havoc was wreaked everywhere. And
well, super speedway racing.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, man, solid finish, bud. Congratulations, man. Thought shout-outs want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, just Brett Taylor and Sean Howell, I guess, there. And my buddy Gavin, the playoff driver.
All right, Tim, well, we will let you go, man. Go celebrate, man. Get ready for the new Daytona next week, bud. Hopefully we'll see you there.
Yep, hopefully I will be there. Thanks for broadcasting.
Buddy. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, Zach Ogburn. Zach, you started in 14th. You didn't manage to lead any laps, but you were in the right spot at the right time to finish second here tonight. But you were right there, man. Tell us what was going on throughout the whole race and, of course, coming to the end there, because that was wild.
Well, our strategy was kind of to take it easy at the back and, stay out of the wrecks. And I made it, all the way to the end here with still my fast repairs. So the strategy really, it worked out for us. there at the end, I want to apologize to Lucas. I was looking at the replay, and it looks like I kind of doored him coming off a two. It was not intentional, but yeah, man, what a finish for 87 team and Jacob Bell Racing.
Well, you know, the old Daytona, Zach, you've raced on iRacing, I'm sure, for quite a while. It's very, very bumpy. You know,
Oh, yeah.
wide, you can go too wide, but it's a little hairy. 3 wide is even worse. Talk about some of that 3 wide action we seen here tonight and what it was like down there.
If you're 3 wide on the bottom is it's pretty hairy down there, especially like you say on the old Daytona. It's bumpy, and the only thing I was focusing on was the 8's rear bumper in front of me and just staying glued to him. I think I latched onto him with about 2 or 3 to go, and I never left his bumper. So that was the strategy, there at the end, was just try to get with somebody and go to the front if we could.
Well, you managed to do that, man. Well, you know, the old Daytona is over with. Now it's going to come down next week. The final 2 playoff drivers are going to make it. We don't know who that is. We won't know until next week. But we're going to be down to the final 2 playoff drivers at the new Daytona. It's a whole lot different than what it is, Zach. So kind of talk about, what's going through your mind knowing 2 drivers and the rest of the field going next week.
Well, I can guarantee those 2 drivers are probably going to get a little extra respect and a little extra room next week. At least I know that'll be my thoughts. You definitely don't want to interfere with anybody's playoff hopes or championship hopes at this point of the season. But yeah, Daytona, the new Daytona, it's definitely smoother. Like you said, you can run 2 and 3 wide there pretty easily. Not as wide as Talladega, so 3 wide is still, it's still a little hairy, but you don't have the bumps and anything to deal with, so it's a nice smooth ride.
All right, Zach. Well, congratulations on a solid run here tonight. Finishing second, man. Thoughts, shout outs you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, I want to thank Wax Electric, Lodgebox, Laugh Lap. Go give those guys a follow on Twitter. And Jacob Bell Racing for giving me the opportunity to run here. I'm glad we finally got him, a good finish. We've been trying all season long to get this kind of result, and it feels good, at the end of the season to bring home P2.
All right, Zach. Well, hopefully we'll see you next week back at the new Daytona here for SARG, man. Go celebrate second here tonight. We'll see you hopefully next week, bud.
Thank you, Josh.
Uh-huh. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. And, of course, me personally, I know Taylor really well. Taylor, man, talk about what transpired there and what was going through your mind in that number 8 PremierPrivateCar.com truck and what you had to do to bring it home into victory lane here, even, with it being your first race.
Yeah, those last 20 laps were pretty insane, I'll tell you. And I guess that's a problem with not running this series anymore. I wasn't getting a whole lot of help. I mean, I was helping others and pushing into the front, but then once I got clear of the inside lane, a couple of times they just freight trained me. But I kind of knew that going in. But coming down to the last couple of laps, Lucas opened up the bottom, and I shot through it and had Zach on my bumper, and then Lucas got turned off at 2, and that kind of separated him a little bit. And then I figured when I got over to turn 3, coming to the checkers, they would all freight train me one more time. And then they started, everybody except Zach right behind me, and so it was just one-on-one, and I was just able to hold him off to the finish line, and it was pretty exciting. Batting 1,000 in this league, how about it?
Well, you started 17th. Kind of talk about, why you started back into the field a little bit.
I mean, I wasn't exactly sure who exactly was in the championship fight, so I just didn't qualify and let everybody sort themselves out there. Fortunately, a couple of them got in trouble. I apologize to Nick Olson. He and I got together over in turn 4. I mean, he was blocking me a couple times, and I got underneath him and kind of pinching me pretty low, and we got together, and certainly didn't want that to happen. Regardless, I know he had a kind of a rough night. Besides that, so, yeah.
Well, you know, Taylor, old Daytona, bumpy track. The temp starting out at 96, do you think that might have played a factor into the race? It was a little slick out there from what I was hearing.
Yeah, it played some factor. It was mainly seemed like you had to have a really handful of steering wheel off turn 4 in particular. So a couple of times I really had to yank it to the left to keep it from sliding up into the guy next to me. But excuse me. So I'm just really happy to get the Premier Private Car Service Toyota in Victory Lane, and exciting stuff.
Oh, man, it is. Super Speedway Racing, man. Well, we're not going to keep you, man. Are we going to see you next week for the new Daytona here for SARG?
I won't be able to be here next week. This is only a one-off deal because I'm a broadcaster for a Dynasty Racing League truck series that run on Wednesday nights, and the only reason why I'm even here is because they're off this week.
Okay. Well, you know, nice.
I guess thank them for creating the schedule for this being an off week so I can come do this. And thanks to Premier Private Car Service, Dr. Squatch Racing, Dysfunctional Patriots, all the partners behind me, and thanks everybody on YouTube tuning in, and thank you, Josh, for doing this broadcast for everybody.
Well, you know, I enjoy every bit of it, man. But man, congratulations goes to you for bringing it home into Victory Lane here tonight, man. What an awesome race. We're not going to keep you, man. We're going to let you go, but hopefully we'll see you soon here, buddy.
Hey, well, you'll see me next Tuesday in the Extreme 99 League, so looking forward to that again.
For sure. All right, man. Well, congratulations on your win here tonight.
All right, appreciate it, man. I'll see you.
All right, buddy. All righty. Well, let's get to the results here. All right. Taylor Butcher Benjamin grabbing the win here tonight. Congratulations to Taylor for grabbing the win. Zach Ogburn going to finish in second. Tim Brangan in third. Kyle Manger, the one of 4 drivers of the playoffs, finishing in the top 5. He is going to finish in 4th here tonight. So congratulations goes to Kyle Manger for finishing 4th. Robbie Lyons in 5th, grabbing a top 5 for Robbie. Ryan Swan in 6th. Brett Taylor in 7th. Sean Howell 8th. Lucas Cram, the second playoff driver coming in tonight, going to finish in that 9th spot for a top 10. Luke Parks in 10th. Gavin Jones, another playoff driver, finishing outside the top 10 in 11th. Brett Murphy in 12th. Justin Bruns 13th. Josh Fox 14th. Seth Noel 15th. And Nick Olson coming in tonight. They're going to finish the race out here. The final 4 drivers in the chase in 16th place. Alan Ballacino in 17th. Clint Spillman in 18th. Caden Atkins, a.k.a. Unsolved, going to finish in 19th tonight. Adam Meyer in 20th. And that'll run out the field here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here. We had about 21, 25 viewers here tonight. We do appreciate it here at MaxSpeedTV. If you are all new here to MaxSpeedTV, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button here. And we do appreciate everybody. But until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.
Wow.